I want you to stick with me for a moment. This is important stuff. I want you to imagine 10 different businesses, yet they all do the same exact thing, and they all do it just as good as each other, and they all have their websites, and you have a potential customer that's looking at all of their websites, and they're trying to decide who to go with. And this is a dilemma I face every single day with all of my businesses. But more importantly, you're also dealing with this as well with all of your businesses, your websites. The same thing's happening to you as well. Now, in this video, I'm going to show you an app that you can use that I think will give you and me that competitive advantage in that situation. And I really believe that the business that will win over the customer is the one that is personalized, the one that you put your face on, that it's not just some random business, but it's actually a person that they're doing business with. So I'm going to show you this app in this video. It might make a huge difference in your business. Now, the name of this app is called Birdseed. You can go to WPCrafter.com/Birdseed, and I'll have a link down below to it as well. So let's go over everything that is included in this and why I think that this could be something that can make a big difference in your business and my business as well. But when you visit that link over the next couple days, maybe a week, it's going to take you to this website. I'll switch it once this sells over to take you just directly to the Birdseed's website. It's on sale at AppSumo right now, $49 for a lifetime account. And let's just see the suite of things that it does in a moment. Now, I want you to know that you can also purchase more than one of these. So I'm going to explain all of these features in a moment, but you can purchase multiple ones of these. For me, I'm going to be purchasing 3 of these, which will be one. I'm going to use one for each website that I have. And when you purchase 3, you can have them all kind of in a consolidated dashboard where I can easily jump between these. So I just wanted to quickly go over the price. I'll cut this out once the sale's over, this part of the video. So let's go back over to their website. So Birdseed is a collection of apps that you can use on your website to convert people into customers. Now, on a practical level, you're just going to pretty much see this bubble here, right? We've seen little bottom right bubbles on the bottom right of websites all the time, and it's usually for maybe just a single purpose, live chat, or a single purpose of some frequently asked questions or something along those lines, or maybe a bot. But this is kind of a command and control center. But that's not the big thing. I'm going to show you the big thing in a minute. But so someone can go here. You saw the pulsating button. You go here, and then there's options for someone to choose, and this can be on every single page. Essentially, it's really going to make it easy for people to find the information that they want to contact you. But that's not the big thing that I like. So we're going to go over these 12 apps that it offers in a moment. But I was playing around with it. One of my favorite features, and this is just a test, okay, so don't judge me on it. I made this really quick. One of the features it has is called proactive messages. So you can have a pop-up like this happen anywhere on your website or on specific pages on your website. It's highly engaging. What's different? You see a picture of me, and it's an animated GIF, so it's almost like drawing your attention to click on that play button to play this personalized message that I have for the visitor on my website. Now, you can make these very easily, make special offers. You can have this proactively pop up on your homepage, and you're welcoming them to your website. So you're starting off the relationship with them, right? Who wouldn't click on play? And it will give you that competitive advantage of putting your face on it and saying, hey, you're not just doing business with a generic business, you're dealing with me. And that's one of the big things. Okay, so let's go back to what's included in Birdseed. There's a free plan, by the way. I'm going to go over the plans in a moment. Okay, so here it is. We have full control over this kind of command and control center. Okay, I'm going to go over the apps, not that proactive thing just yet. Okay, so all of these various features that you have included that you can add to it, I'm going to go over all 12. They end up costing a lot of money if you do them, purchase them individually. So there's a money savings side of this as well. So when we scroll down, here's a list of the various apps. So we can have a knowledge base, we can have a video showcase, we can have a link launcher. So this is when you want to customize the options like register for a webinar or something along those lines. Call request, this is great for local businesses or any business where your goal is to get them on the phone. So you would have this, there'd be a little video, that same kind of a personalized video at the top. And you can set a timer, so when someone sees it, they're like, oh, if I put my number in here, they're actually going to call me. They're not going to maybe call me later today or tomorrow. They're going to call me. And you can actually customize this timer. It's pretty cool. There's live chat, of course, but what's unique is you could respond with video responses. So it's another way for people to be charmed by you and see your face and get to hear you and realize they're doing business with a person, not just a business. Here's an option for different phone contact information. You can have an option to display customer testimonials, video testimonials as well. There's this interesting events timeline. You could use this if you have a software product. For example, I have a software product and I wanted to show what we're working on, some of the features we've recently released. We have user feedback. This is really cool for certain businesses, scheduling a meeting. That is really cool. So you can have a meeting scheduler right here and it will integrate with your Google Calendar. We have email capture and we also have a contact form. And so those are the 12 apps right there. And of course we have that proactive messaging. It's really cool. I'm going to show you the dashboard in a moment. So here we are on their pricing page. So the app is totally free. They have a free plan and they also have a paid plan. Now the paid plan is going to get you, since there's the live chat aspect, you might want multiple operators. So you're going to get more operators on a paid plan. So if it's just you and your business or you and maybe an assistant, and you might have the assistant man the live chat, that's all included in this free plan, just one user. So, but if you wanted more users, the options here. And also on the paid plan, it removes the branding, but the branding itself isn't so like in your face. It would just be at the bottom of the widget. So I have it disabled on mine, but you can see right here, it says powered by Birdseed. So if you didn't want that to show, you would also want to go to a paid plan for something like that. But there isn't any limitations on all the other stuff. So it's pretty generous free plan if you ask me. Okay, so let's go here. This is what the backend dashboard looks like. And after I show you around a little bit, I'll talk about some of the pros and the cons and things to look out for the app. It's kind of a newer app. So right here is the dashboard where it's going to give you an overview of live chats, call requests, contact form requests, email capture, and also your scheduled meetings. And there's also date ranges that you can choose. Right here is active conversations. These would be for the live chat. They'll come in right here and you'll just respond. And it's just like any other live chat application if you've used any. There's one feature it doesn't have that they are going to add. They're close to adding it, and that is templated responses. So you can have your responses and you can just choose the pre-written response. So that's coming out. And you can also respond with video, and that's actually quite interesting. So we have a contact inbox right here, so you can see a list of contacts and that you've collected through this. Now it's also integrated with Zapier, and so what that means is if someone fills out your contact form or your email notification form, you can push that into your CRM. Personally, I'm not a super fan of using Zapier because the cost can add up. However, for most businesses, the free tier on Zapier might just be enough because it's, I think, 200 zaps per month are included. So there's that. And it's not that much expensive after that, but I would like to see them have their own native integrations. Okay, so when you first actually log in, though, it's going to take you to an onboarding process where you customize the chat widget and you choose which of these 12 apps you want to use. Now, you don't have to use all 12. They didn't make these 12 so that someone would be in a spot where they needed to use all 12. Most people would only use 3 or 5 or 6, not all 12, but you can certainly use all 12 if you wanted. Here are the ones that I have loaded up on my website. I'll show you those in just a moment. Now, I have a plan that lets me have 15 users, so it's just me right now, but if I wanted to, I would come here and add new users. Here's that proactive message that I was talking about. I'll show that in a moment. Let me go back here to the panel settings, and this is where you're going to get to customize how this looks. The color, you're going to customize the icon, you're going to customize the messages right here. There's so many things you're going to get to customize. So here's your panel visibility, the pulsating, if you wanted it to pulsate, you have that option as well. Position right or left. Footer branding, this is the powered by Birdseed. So if you're on a free plan, you won't have this option, but if you're on a paid plan, you do get this option. And here you get to customize the text. So it says welcome, that customizes this right here, and the choose an option to connect with us. That's the area right here. You get to choose your icon. This is what makes most sense to me, but you get to choose whichever icon you want. Now down here, you also get to choose the colors for the icon and then the colors for the links. So you can see right here, there's the blue and then there's the blue. You could choose whatever color you want. You could put your color code in. Now we have the option of having hours. So you can have this widget have one appearance during certain hours and a different appearance during other hours, or you can have it be the same all the time. So for me, I would have it the same all the time. But if you are using the live chat portion of this app, you might want to use the hours, right? So if you're not available, you don't want to offer the live chat for sure. So you're able to choose your hours right here, which makes it very useful. Right here is going to be your install code. It's just a little snippet of code. It'll work on any email, any kind of website platform. So we're talking WordPress, Shopify, any of them. You're going to be able to use this. Here you can set a reply to email. Here's where you can actually manage your calendar and connect it into Google Calendar. That's really cool. So when someone schedules a meeting with you, they can go ahead and it's just automatically pushed into your Google Calendar. And you can have different event types. So typically what you see is a 15-minute meeting, a 30-minute meeting, a 68-minute meeting, those types of meeting types, or you can structure that however you want. Here's that testimonial capture right here, and you get to choose what you're going to ask for from them right there. And you also have an option of sounds. I keep the sounds off pretty much, except for the live chat notification. You're probably going to want that up. But the widget load sound, I like to keep that off. I will only want a sound when someone would be expecting a sound. But you have those options. They're completely up to you. So the main thing you're going to want to do, the first thing when you log in, is you're going to set up the panel, everything I just showed you. And then you're going to go into customizing the tools. So you can see these are the tools that I have chosen to use. I can rearrange them, and each of them have little settings. So if I didn't want live chat on the top, I just go like that, and I've easily rearranged it. And you can see it's changed the order right here. And to the left of each of the different tools, there's an arrow, and when I click on it, I get additional options right here. So this is the request a call, and so I can change everything. I can change the text. I can choose when is this available. Is it always? Is it working hours only? And I can choose other snippets of text. This is good, all these options to change these snippets of text, because then you could put this in different languages if you wanted. Now we got button customization options, and we have the information options that you want to request. Obviously you want that name and phone number, and then here's that time. So it's set to 5, but you can make this whatever you wanted. If you wanted it 4 minutes, you could do that as well. And then you can choose the navigation icon. That was when we were at the prior screen. Each of these items had an icon. So here I'm going to change it to this mobile device, and then I'll show you real quick. So I'll go ahead and click on save, and there it is. And you can see now it's gone down to 4 minutes. Let me close it, and you can see now it's this mobile icon. And then right here, you also have this mobile icon right here. So you get these customization options for all of these. Now, if you want to add a tool, you just go to Add Tool, and it's going to show me the tools I haven't already added. So these are the ones I haven't chose to use. Now, the one that you can use over and over is the link launcher. So I can click right here to Link Launcher, and it adds it here to the bottom. I'll do a down arrow right here, and I can change the title of the tool. And so I can also put the URL. So when someone clicks on it, this is the URL they'll go to. So you can see it added link launcher right here. So I can make this say whatever I want and connect it into some external page. So if I wanted to have a special promotion and it said special promotion, or join a webinar, or see a pre-recorded webinar, or anything that you can think of that you can link to, you have that option. And then right here you can choose it. So if you wanted to say have a members dashboard area, or a login area, or my accounts page, you can just create a custom link and you can use this link launcher tool for that. So it's actually really cool. I really like the tool. So my favorite thing though is these proactive messages. So let me show you how to do that. I'm going to go to proactive messages. You can see I have 2 created. Let me show you the anatomy of a proactive message. I'll click on edit right here. So the first thing is how you want to name it, then the URL that this will be triggered on. Now, one of the things that's a little bit of a negative so far that I hope they enhance it is the ability to add the same proactive message to multiple URLs, or better yet, just have rules in place. So if the URL contains the word whatever, to trigger it, that would make this a lot more powerful and flexible. So I'm sure they'll add that. And then that brings us to the video right here. You can use an animated GIF. It connects into Jiffy. You can use a pre-recorded video that you've done on your iPhone or something like that. You can use, it actually lets you click a button to record a video right here in your web browser, and it generates this GIF. I think that's going to be the best way to do it. And there's also an option to connect it into a YouTube video, but I prefer this one right here because it's showing the animated GIF, and I think that's where the engagement is on. They see your face, they see you trying to get their attention, they click on play, and then they can listen to the video, whatever message that you might have for them. Okay, and then here's the bits of text underneath it. And then right here, I can add one of those tools I'm using. I can just click add tool and choose it and add those options there below. So on your home page, you might want a proactive message there welcoming them. If they're on your pricing page, you might want to have something there. The various pages on your website, you can now have these personalized video messages to get people excited about working with you. I think it's great stuff. Okay, you get your visibility options, when to show the message. You get the timing of the message. Do you want to automatically pop up immediately, 5 seconds later? Do you want it to go away automatically after 60 seconds? You get these options. And how often to repeat this. Do you want to repeat it every time someone comes on the page, or maybe every day someone goes on that page? You have those options, and then you save and preview. It doesn't get much easier than that. And you can have as many of these proactive messages as you want. So let me just show you what that video thing was like. I go here, and for media, I click add and replace, and here's those 4 options. So you can drag and drop the video from your computer. Now, I haven't actually tried drag and dropping it from my computer. I wonder if it creates that animated GIF. I don't know because I haven't tried it. And then you can pull in the Jiffy. Right here, you can record from your computer. And right here, you can have a YouTube video if you wanted. So my favorite though, or my preference, is this one right here of recording a video, but I would have to try the My Computer one to see if it does the animated GIF. It's really getting that animated GIF in there. So, and then you have your options right here. So that in a nutshell is Birdseed. Now I'm gonna share some of my experience testing this. I like what it does. I think it's very innovative, and I haven't found anything on the market that does this. Now, with all that being said, it's a newer app, and I have run into some bugs here or there. Nothing that the developer is not going to get sorted out. And they have some really exciting things that they have shared with me. They haven't just shared with me, they've just shared publicly that they're coming out with this. Now, when I first saw this app, I thought, you know what, maybe I can recreate this using Elementor, the page builder I use in Elementor pop-ups, but it's not that easy. When you factor in that video aspect, it's not that easy to create. And so this is a much better and easier way to do it, is with this. Now, you can actually create everything you just saw, and you can use it on multiple websites, and it will just show those same exact options. But you can also have separate accounts to have separate batches of options. But you can, if you have 3 websites that are closely related, you can use the same little snippet of code, the same suite, the way you've configured it on all of those websites. Now, I did point out a couple things, remember? Number one was I wish the proactive messages allowed you to use the same proactive message on multiple URLs and also by rules, but it is what it is right now. I'm sure they could do the multiple URLs though, so I'm going to ask them for that personally. I think that the live chat feature, it's nice if you don't have a live chat, but if you used live chat before, you're going to find out that their live chat is not as robust as other live chats right now. I'm sure they'll improve it, but hey, it is what it is right now. Visually, from the customer's perspective, it's not as pretty and polished as some of the really pricey established live chat solutions. It's just not. But it gets the job done for sure. So if you already are using a live chat service, it might be hard switching to this because it might be a little bit of a downgrade for the time being. It does everything you need in a live chat. Person puts their info in, asks a question, and you are there answering the question. And the difference though is you have that video response option, and they need to bring in the canned response option as well, which isn't there. But when they add that, it'll be fine. I think there's some UI improvements they can make on the live chat experience. So there is that. They do not, as of making this video, have their mobile apps out yet. So if you wanted to facilitate the live chat on your end, on your iPhone or Android device, that option is just not available right now. Now, in a couple weeks, I think they already have the apps done, but there's this submission process that you have to wait for with Apple. And I don't know much about Android though, and you have to wait for it to get approved. So that's coming, and that's good. I think it's very needed, because if I was to use this for live chat, I would want the notification to hit my watch, my Apple phone, and then my watch. But you do get browser notifications if you're going to be on your computer. And I guess that would be my only gripe with the app is I've already plugged into certain tools that I'm going to prefer. So when I was looking at this, that's why I kept saying you're probably not going to use all these apps. So for me personally, I probably, where the live chat portion of this app is, I wouldn't use that. But I don't like to have live chat on my websites anyway. I only like them on certain pages. So what I would probably do is still use my live chat app on those particular pages and just not have Birdseed load up there. Or if I wanted that live chat option, I would use the live link feature, take them to the page that I know I have my preferred live chat on, and that's where I'd live chat somebody. That's how I would probably do it myself. But I really think though that having this sort of putting your face on things, I'm pushing a video message to you, really goes a long way with people to see I'm doing business with a person, not just a normal business, a faceless business like the other 10 businesses. They will choose the one where they feel a personal connection with. And this is a tool that will help you get that personal connection. And that's why I like this tool. It has a little bit of a ways to go, but it's great in the way that it is. And I think it can make the difference in what I'm doing in my software business, inviting people onto a webinar and getting people to make that connection with me. I think that you could use it as well to get them to make that connection with you. So hey, WPCrafter.com/birdseed. I have a link down below. That's a referral link. If you did click on that and make a purchase, obviously there's a free plan. You make a purchase on that, there's nothing coming my way, but there is a tiny referral fee, most likely with it. So I just want to be all completely upfront with that. So anyways, this is a tool that I'm going to test out on my own websites and see if I increase my conversions. I love to hear your opinions and take on this app down below in the comment section. Hey, thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, thumbs up, subscribe, notification bell. See ya in the next one.